बारिशों का वो महीना भूल पाएंगे कभी ना जुल्फ से जब पानी झटका तूने जून के.
So, I think the first day we were a little taken aback. What is this? Like, has it blown out of proportion? What just happened?
को चुन के इश्क था या जहर चढ़ गया था. If it's not true, then why to misguide it and take it into song? So we just kept shut about it. Eventually, it worked out for the song, yeah. So I think all happens for a reason, and it's good. मस्त नजरों से अल्लाह बचाए, हुस्न वालों से अल्लाह बचाए.
Hi, this is Nikita Dutta.
Hi, this is Jubin Nautiyal.
And you're watching us on ETimes.
कोई वापस ना आए, मस्त नजरों से अल्लाह बचाए, इश्क वालों से अल्लाह बचाए.
Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here, and with me today I have the very courteous Nikita Dutta and the talented Jubin Nautiyal, welcoming both of them on ETimes. So tell me about your song. I saw it. I really loved it. It was really like, welcoming a great, grand Indian wedding. How was it working on that?
It was great. I think exactly what you've experienced watching it is how we felt when we were trying to create that experience for people. Absolute lot of fun we had. And a lot of good people I got to work with, especially I think top of the list Jubin and their entire team who've kind of put the song together. So overall, it's really good to hear views like this, because this is what we were really hoping that people say about the song.
And it's already got very good views. So what do you have to say about that?
He's used to that.
No, but still, every time it's a very, very. You don't get to sleep a day before you are about to release the song, so it's still the same, hustle. But ठीक है, when you work so hard, and then things come out, and इतना बड़ा step है एक musician के लिए और एक actress के लिए, एक video करना, mainstream video करना, उसमें शादी हो रही है, बहुत too much happens around it,
Yeah.
So it was a bold step, and we did it. We took the risk, and.
I'm really glad that you're saying that, it's difficult to sleep a night before the video release, because the day the video was going to come out, a night before that, I was terribly restless. And I was on the verge of picking up my phone and messaging Jubin that, are you able to sleep, because I am facing a tough time. But I didn't, because I'm like, no, maybe he's just like, he's cool about this.
No, maybe ऐसी
काश मैंने आपको मैसेज किया होता.
I would have definitely answered. मैंने कहा yes.
But yeah, so I totally know that that restless feeling, the good kind of butterflies that you get in your stomach.
But Jubin, off late you are featuring in video songs. Earlier you used to avoid it, like Dil Galti Kar Baitha Hai, and now this song, and few songs. You were avoiding all this while. What made you be a part of video songs now?
There was a lot of lockdown and Corona also around it, because. उससे पहले I would go do playback work and I would sing for films and stuff, and suddenly films were off. I can't stop making music. I kept making music. So then T-Series, Mr. Bhushan Kumar is like, okay, why don't you feature yourself? Let's try something. And we had done a video which is called Hum Nawa Mere. That was the first video and also the last for a while. So that was also peaking, that was also raging. So he's like, okay, let's go for it. Let's do a video. And then we started from Meri Ashiki, with this entire sound of the 90s. And it started with the lockdown. And abhi dekhen to third wave khatam ho gayi, and Mast Nazron Se baatein ho gayi.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you give him when it comes to his acting in the song?
Be honest, huh?
No, I'm going to be very honest. A lot of people kept saying that, because Jubin is a non-actor and he's a singer. But I have seen him on set. I think with time, because he's been doing music videos, I did not feel like he's a non-actor at all. He's very kind to say that, oh no, I'm trying, and okay, maybe I won't get it and all. But I think mentally he underplays himself. But he's done a very good job that you can see in the music video, and that has come very effortlessly. So yeah, I think he's fabulous at that.
Thank you.
Of what I knew about both of you, that you guys might be knowing each other through Kabir Singh film, because she was there in the movie and you sang the song and all. But I believe you guys know each other much before that. So tell us something about when did you guys, meet for the first time and how was the interaction?
एक दूजे के वास्ते.
Yes.
Yeah.
My second show on television back in 2016. The title song was sung by Jubin. Those were his initial days also. He was starting out. One of his first few songs. So we met then, but I think we started, we connected again about 4 years ago. And that's when we have stayed in touch over time, regularly. And I think that's how our friendship has grown stronger.
And when it comes to friendship, of course, you guys have such a strong friendship. When it comes to having conversation, who has the most conversation out of the two?
I think we are both. It's normal. It's not like. ऐसा नहीं है कि.
Somewhere I feel like you are silent as compared to Nikita. Sometimes I feel.
I think we have our phases.
Yeah.
There are some times when he's a little high on energy. There are some times when I'm a little high on energy. So yeah, it's like a balance.
And also the holy scene in that song was just too good. I must say that, the way it was shot.
Yeah.
It actually felt like, it's coming out of a movie.
Yeah.
So don't you somewhere feel that, he should also now work in some films where, he has certain roles where he's completely dedicated to, maybe playing a romantic hero somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
No, I think that's completely his creative call. As much as I know of him, he loves his music, he loves the fact that he has this beautiful voice and he can reach out to people through that. So, if ever he wants to experiment, he's already got the qualities of an actor. It'll be great. But it's up to him. That's a very creative, personal call that you take. There are so many actors who sometimes try their hands on a mic and they want to sing. I'm definitely not one of them. So I think he's also been saying that he's not one of those who want to come into acting, and he's very happy kind of reaching out to people with his music.
You never tried singing at all?
Samina, the day I try singing, people will throw bottles and shoes at me. So I don't want to do that.
That reminds me that, Jubin, you also at one of the parties, you actually sang, Dil Ka Darya for her. And I think I might make you sing again over here. But how was that for you? Were you completely surprised and taken aback? Because, I saw that expression on your face. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was not expecting because, a lot of times I have told him that, okay, this is the song I have of yours on my playlist and this is one of my favorite songs. So, I did not expect him to go out there, and it was also the first time I was hearing him sing live, that song. So it was like, oh my God, like the one thing I keep listening to on my headphones, it's live right here in front of me and he's singing it. So yeah, that was a little overwhelming, I would say.
Jubin, at the event, you said that, in real life, you got married. And, when this entire song was coming, of course, people had no clue about it. People started linking both of you that, maybe you guys are getting married out of the blue. How did you both react to it?
We laughed it off, yeah. we went for another coffee date and laughed about it, had fun about it. So, see, sometimes, clarifying things is what spoils it. And we realize that if we put more
efforts
उसमें अगर हम लोग और आग में घी डालेंगे so this is just gonna blow out of proportion. And if it's not true, then why to misguide it and take it into so we just kept shut about it. Our families called us for sure. We told them it was just something, and eventually it worked out for the song, yeah. So I think all happens for a reason, and it's good.
Nikita, what about you? How did you deal with it? Because I think it's the first time you've got linked with someone.
I have. I've never been linked
She's
up
never
with
been linked up.
Never.
What?
Yeah.
Never been linked up with anybody.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So even even with family and friends, my close circle of friends and my family for that matter, I like sharing everything about my life with them. So when something like this comes up, I know for a fact at least that area of people are going to be at peace and be like, okay, no, this is of course just a fake news, and they will be aware. So I didn't get any flack from there, but there were a lot of other people, extended relatives who are reaching out that, is it true? Is it happening? So I think the first day we were a little taken aback, what is this? Like, has it blown out of proportion? What just happened? But then that's, I think, the attitude you should also have towards news and trolls and everything, that you should just laugh it off, because everybody has the right to say whatever they want and you can't go and give a clarification to every individual. So that's what we did. We just kind of sat back and we said, okay, they'll eventually just come to know when the song comes out. So let's just not say anything right now.
And when it comes to social media, Jubin, you're not as such active as compared to Nikita. You actually give your opinions also sometimes when you want to. You're not as such active on social media. Do you feel that it's much better that way?
Social media, again, see, so all these things that are around, I make sure that I don't make them a part of my life like that. These things were there so that I can support my music. My music should be my life. So I've maintained that. ठीक है, अगर 4 दिन पोस्ट नहीं होता कुछ तो मुझे फोन आता कहीं जरा कुछ पोस्ट करो कुछ post. I put something out there, but it's not something that I'm doing religiously. I made a resolution when the year started कि हाँ यार इस बार social media अच्छे से करूँगा अपनी, but I'm still lacking in that.
What about you, Nikki?
As you said, it's easier for me to put things out, say, on a platform that just requires you to write, because then I don't think, then it's just that whatever's happening with me, whatever I'm feeling, I put it out. Of course, with the mediums that require you to, show yourself, post pictures, it's very similar like him. I have to make that effort because I'm not somebody who kind of documents my entire life. Like, I'm not going to go everywhere and be like, okay, first I want to take a picture, my food is here, first I want to take a picture. So that is something I have to make an effort. And I'm not putting people down who do that, because I think that somewhere makes a connect between you and your fans. So I know we should be doing that ideally. So just like him, it's an effort and a thing that I want to try and make it happen.
And when it comes to fitness, you're very good with that. I must say that the kind of videos, you're actually inspiring with those videos for sure.
Thank you.
You take a lot of efforts to be in the shape and to be, where you have to achieve. Is that a lot of pressure also to be, to be what you want to be, like to achieve that, kind of fitness? I'm asking you this because, recently Miss Universe was being trolled because, she gained weight.
Yeah.
So somewhere do you feel that there is the social pressure that, you have to be in a certain way to be there on camera?
It's very sad that in spite of so many things going around about body shaming and about how we should accept ourselves the way we are, even today, if a person gains weight, the person is looked down upon, especially in case of women. And I'm saying this with personal experience, that we women go through so many internal things happening inside our body. You never know what a female is going through. So it's the worst thing to comment on her weight gain or weight loss for that matter, because there could be something really wrong about the person and they're trying to overcome and still put out a brave face there. I have been battling my own health issues for many years now, but I've just chosen to kind of fight it and continue that way. So a lot of respect for Harnas for that matter. But so the least I do is I try to not go very unrealistic, because that's also what happens on social media. People keep putting up things they don't believe in just to kind of be acceptable. So I just try to kind of stay true to myself and do what I actually believe in.
Do you sometimes feel that pressure is a lot on, after you are a renowned face, to be in a certain shape, to look in a certain way, or to be, known in a certain way?
Now I'm feeling that since I've started featuring.
You're feeling it.
Now I've started feeling that there is definitely certain kind of pressure around it in our line of work. But I don't know how much that pressure will get to my head. I'm still to explore that. But right now I'm just comfortable. I'm not too worried about how I'm going to look on camera. But at the same time, I want to look presentable if I'm doing more music videos. And for that, we need to work.
What are your upcoming projects you're working on?
I have a film coming out this year called Rocket Gang. And apart from that, I think whenever we're closer to their announcements and release dates, we'll be able to speak about it better.
What about you, Jubin? What are you working on?
I'm hoping to start work on my album this year. Yeah. I want to write some music.
But before I let you go, you also lost your phone recently, and it was a very haunting memory. And I really want the fans to
I had
know
my
about
phone snatched away from my hands when I was out for a walk in the evening.
And that happened in Mumbai.
Yes. In Bandra, two people have come on the bike and they have snatched the phone out of my hand. And I could do nothing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's good that you did not do anything.
I couldn't.
They would have hurt you.
No, so a lot of people told me. So they did tap me on my head like that. Distracted me. No, of course.
But they did tap.
They tapped me on my head. They distracted me and the phone was just snatched out of my hand.
Complain kari hogi?
Yes, I did file a complaint, and the cops were very kind. It took them 2 weeks, and they found my phone back. They found the 2 people who had stolen my phone, and they were put behind the bars.
Good.
That is so good.
Hats off to Mumbai
to
police.
India.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Yes,
Actually, thank you so much for your time and all the very best for your upcoming projects. And of course, please keep humming and singing and entertaining everyone.